Okay, the time in the studios of ZIZ Radio, just about 22 up to the hour of 10 o'clock. And as usual, on what do you got? Tuesday, right? Oh boy. You know, the time of year when you can't keep up with the dates and the time and the hours and the looks and everything. Man. But we have some lovely folks in here who are customer mayhem, who knows how to solve problems and how to have remedies and rescue services and all type of things. Well, today we have some medication. Medical folks in the building. So we come with some medication. Alright, and as my good friend says, giving back to the island. I don't know how many more giving back he wants to give back. The fire department gives back so much. But we have some lovely folks and we're gonna find out who they are, what they're all about here. Good morning, folks.
Good morning, morning, Rascal.
Somebody keeping them all quiet on the way. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we got locks on legs. So, what are we speaking about today?
All right, so Rascal, good morning to the listening audience. We recently had some training with these fine ladies that you see here before us today.
Very fine.
Yeah, they're from the nursing center from CFBC, and we had a very interesting course with them. So we just wanted to share with the general public what it was like for us. We don't want to give it from our perspective. We want the nurses
want to hear it from hear it from them
what it was like to interact with us. And share the information that they had, pass it on to us. So I will let them introduce themselves, starting from...
Okay, I can start. Thank you, Officer Martin. Good morning to the public. I'm Julie Blaise from Dominica, a lecturer at the Division of Health Sciences at the Clarence Fitzgerald College.
Hi, good morning, St. Kitts near and far. My name is Marshall Smith Anthony. I too am a lecturer at the Health Sciences Division at the Clarence Fitzgerald College. I'm Kittitian Jamaican.
which one for us? Kittitian? Oh, I like that.
Yes, so in case the public might be wondering, well, what does this have to do with fire? And by the end of the show, you will understand that fire department is not just about firefighting. We are what we call course trained, and you will understand why we would need this type of training as the ladies speak, and they basically give us a rundown of what the training was and so forth. You would have a better understanding why fire department would be exposed or would need exposure to this type of treatment. I'm sorry. Yes, a medication.
I like that. Good treatment.
Yes.
Well, you do have rescue tag along with fire, so anything with rescue have to have some kind of medication somewhere in there. Yeah. So, ladies, tell us about what happened during the training.
In terms of the duration of the training, how long you had us with you guys. And noting, Rascal, that police officers were also a part of this training as well. So it wasn't just firefighters, it was police and fire.
Okay, it was a 12 weeks medical responders course that involved fire personnel, policemen, and those from the Defense Force on St. Kitts and Nevis. And we train them to provide emergency medical care, because the public would know that when an accident happens, when an incident occurs, normally these are the persons who respond first. The EMT persons are there, but most times these persons respond, and therefore they should have the knowledge, the skill, and the attitude to respond to a medical emergency. So it was 12 weeks blended. That means it was face-to-face. You had face-to-face sessions and also online, because we know they're busy persons and they don't have the time to come to the classroom all day for a full day. Therefore, we had the lectures were online. So and then they came in every other week to our labs to have the practical sessions. Yeah, what they read, they actually had to apply it. So Mrs. Anthony will tell you about the setup and how we went about providing that real life situation for them when they came to our lab, and they could show us what it is that they learned from this videos and lecture presentations.
So, like Ms. Blaze said, emergency responders, if anything COVID has taught us, is just how valuable they are to society. And we wanted to augment and strengthen the role that the firefighters and the police officers play as it responds to community service. So, we boast one of the best simulation labs in the OECS region. Toot toot. And these gentlemen and ladies had an opportunity to integrate the learnings from the theoretical perspective into the laboratory session. We created scenarios, bleeding scenarios, safety scenarios that they have to know.
I hope they wasn't scared when they saw blood.
But I won't say anything. I plead the fifth. You know, the sessions were real hands-on for them, and no one shied away.
All
That's
right.
one of the things I enjoyed about it most. They brought their professionalism, they brought their friendly face.
Some of them play brave, you know.
Even if they have to play brave, because if it's one thing with society, when it comes to responding to emergencies, you need to be able to put that front of authority, and I know what I'm doing forward, and let the community have confidence
Yeah.
in you when you're responding to a situation. So our lab sessions, we utilized our simulators, not the high fidelity ones so much, but our task trainers, so that they could practice their CPR, practice using the AED device, controlling life-threatening, recognizing and controlling life-threatening bleeding, airway management, which is very important, bone and soft tissue injuries, and how to lift. Well, we know our firefighters know how to lift, and, and they enjoyed the lifting. So did we.
And Rascal, the patients in our training was the lecturers, so we had
Oh,
lift them,
okay.
carry
So you
them.
enjoyed lifting.
They had
Some
lots of-
enjoyed too
Some,
much. And it was no challenge for them. You know, where they had challenges, they sought clarification, which is what we want from learners, always to seek clarification when challenges arise. So you're not left in the dark at any point. You know, it was a cross-professional training. We learned things from them. We always deal with adult learners, but here now we're dealing with the next level of adult learners. And so they brought their own taste to the table, and it was a well-served 12-week meal.
Yes.
Oh, sounds good. 12 weeks.
Yes, 12 weeks.
Oh, no wonder they were coming in here looking tired. You guys were working them out. So you can safely say they all graduated.
Yes, they did.
Flying colors, looking good, ready
And
for
of course,
action.
they have to meet the requirements for graduation.
Yes.
There's no program that you do that you don't have exams.
Certificates were granted, or?
Certificates
Of course,
were
yes,
granted.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Exam.
And that's everybody took it, or only senior? Everybody?
Across the ranks.
Okay.
Yeah, it was across the ranks. Well, from fire department, we kind of started with persons in middle management, frontline supervisors. We started with those persons first. So because these are the persons who are leading the crews, so they should have the knowledge first. Everybody would be trained, mind you. Everybody would receive this training, but we decided to train those persons first. Okay. Yeah, so they have the knowledge, so they could lead the subordinates.
Okay, yeah, and pass it on to the juniors, and okay, sounds good. She looked like she enjoyed the training. Big smile.
I do enjoy teaching and learning experiences. I guess that's why we're in the path that we're in.
But I didn't know that you had a unit like that at the CFBC.
Yes.
You're welcome to any time.
You're welcome to visit. We can show you around our lab, which is one of the best.
I'll do the visit, but I wouldn't do the training.
No, it's okay. You can just visit.
So like she can't wait to get your hands. She can't wait to get your hands on somebody. Teach them CPR.
And
Pump. So something like drowning. What's the wave? What's the steps you take? You find someone in the pool or the seawater. What's the steps?
Do we pass this on to our students at this point?
Yes.
So it's a real life issue for us in the Caribbean. We're surrounded by water, and people are always enjoying our beaches, whether locals or tourists who come by and enjoy our beaches. And one of the things I've realized is that we don't have lifeguards at our beaches, so there's an increased risk for individuals who are not expert swimmers and those who take a little bit of the Lord's Spirit while they're at the beach. It increases their risk. So we teach them to recognize persons who are drowning. The signs, of course, they will be fluttering in the water, hands up, screaming out for help, and then dipping down 2 to 3 times. There's water rescue, where you utilize the resources that are available, your floaties. But one of the biggest things is make sure that you're a competent swimmer in order to go and save someone.
Very important.
And people go down, but they don't necessarily die at that point. So activating the advanced emergency service system is very important when you recognize that someone is drowning.
So if you get the person to shore, what would is there a special rollover on the back, rollover on the belly type thing? And there's got to be something to keep the airways moving.
So we open the airway using
The jaw,
no, not the jaws of death. Not the jaws of death for sure. Definitely not.
My head is going
So
back.
providing the person didn't dive in, we're going to use the head to chin lift to open the airway and make sure there's no seaweed or any other thing. Clear the airway and start with breaths, because this is where water has gone into the lung. And if you get the oxygen down, the person might just cough it up at that point.
Okay,
If not,
we usually
then
see
we're going to
that,
commence full range CPR.
So they should be on their back, or on
They
the
should be on their back.
another hand.
I've had some
I don't know.
CPR.
Okay. Hard surface, if you could find one.
This-
This side.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, look for the concrete.
No, we don't have to draw them
That'll
all the
be
way
too
up
late.
to the shacks.
What about that choking thing where you see people do the Hyman thing?
The hymen.
Yeah. What about
Let
that?
me just tell you some of the courses that were covered, so at least you have an idea what they
Nice.
did. We had 7 modules. In module number 1, we talked learned about preparation. What is their role as EMRs, the medical and ethical issues that come around with being a first responder. We also did patient assessments and scene survey, because you cannot provide care or rescue somebody if you are not safe and where your environment is not safe. So we taught them how to recognize a safe scene, how to identify any dangers, and how to clear that before they provide that care that patient needed. We also told them about airway management. So this is what we say, how to keep the airway clear, because this is important. The person is not getting enough oxygen. That means that person eventually died. We also spoke about medical emergencies, heart attack, and drowning, diabetic emergencies, even childbirth, because a mother might go into labor. She calls the or they might be on the road rescuing somebody or attending to a fire. Somebody goes into labor. How do they manage that? Yes, and we had a wonderful session this time.
I would expect that. Those are when the chickens come out.
Yes, and also shock and bleeding, trauma, soft tissue injuries like falls, fractures, how to stabilize this, and what I enjoyed most were the quiz. So we had to make sure that they actually read, because we posted videos and lecture notes online for them via Google Classroom.
Come on, if it's by like boy, that boy.
So we had to test their knowledge on a weekly basis, because the information was posted on a weekly basis for them. They had to read, and we had to ensure that they actually read. And when they came to the lab, during the practical session, we also quizzed them, asked them questions.
Rascal, the amount of information within that 12-week course, it was...
I would assume, I mean, these are very important.
You had tons of videos, and some of the videos was like, what, 2 hours, 3 hours?
Yes, it's like a lecture. Instead of they coming in, we give them the lecture online, and
You're hearing the testimony now,
Yes.
right? You could tell they really wasn't, they really didn't want to be there. What about smoke choking? Because you guys involved with a lot of smoke. Smoke inhalation. A room filled with smoke.
Inhalation.
Because that's what usually kills firefighters too. The
Yeah.
smoke itself. You get trapped and get disoriented.
For smoke inhalation is first of all getting them out of the danger atmosphere, and then providing them with some
Clean
fresh
oxygen.
oxygen. Yeah.
You usually have your tanks and stuff with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
It also comes to your safety first.
Yeah.
So they have to have the proper gears and equipment to.
We would come already suit up, superheroes.
Oh my God.
I like that. You guys had a super duper thing, man. Talk to us. Tell us how you enjoy it, because you got your head down, smell like Lord. I can remember them days, man. 12 weeks of torture.
I think all of us enjoyed it, but some
Pull the mic a little to you, like, yeah.
we all enjoyed it,
Uh-huh.
but some more than others. Some
Likes a
persons-
challenge.
Some persons had the opportunity to be patients themselves. I'm a shy guy. He's so he was a pregnant lady. So that was one of
We
the-
have
that was
the
one-
evidence.
That was one of the highlights for us and also for the lecturers. I mean, he went all out. He went all out.
Screaming and the group.
Sound like he was there before? Buddy!
Some of it, of course, some of it was like refreshers because we would have done some of it before.
Yeah.
And some things were new. And of course, there were challenges. But of course, with questions and answers, we were able to understand better why we needed to do this way and so forth. They didn't fail to stress the importance of your own safety first. And I think all the participants would have walked away with increased knowledge of EMR. Some persons, it was completely new to them, so I could only imagine what it was like for them. But at the end of the day, we all passed, we all succeeded.
That's good.
And so the only thing now, with anything new, with any new course or whatever, you could have all the courses, all the teaching in the world, but if you don't practice it, then it basically goes to waste because you forget. So from here now, for us, is just to have continued practice and refreshers and scenarios and
Now let's hope we don't have too much practice.
well,
Not practice in the sense
Not-
of
not
actually-
Yeah, well, the way how we say it is like, you learn to drive after you get your
let
license.
me take away practice and put training.
Okay,
Not-
sounds
not
better.
That kind.
Yeah.
But in-house, where you could,
Okay, so you could continue being a pregnant lady.
yeah, of course.
Oh man.
You wouldn't have an issue with that at all. And so it was valuable, real valuable, not just to us but to the country, to our families. And so I hope that, well, at the fire department, we don't have the necessary facilities or equipment to provide that. Unfortunately, provide that kind of service as yet, because we don't have an ambulance attached to the fire department as yet. And so that's one of the things we
They
hope
used to
that-
have one.
Yeah, we used to.
Oh,
But
okay.
there was something happening and we had to make some decisions in relation to that. But hopefully that will be back on stream, so we will be able to not just have a unit responding with our trucks, because that is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
We always supposed to have an ambulance responding to with the truck for your men too. Anything happen to your men, you deal with them right there, and you could get them instead of waiting on an ambulance coming from wherever they're coming from. And we also would be in a better position to assist the EMS. Now with the runs, they might be out on a run and they call us, and that used to happen. And we know with this kind of training that we're excited and we will want to use, would be more than willing to go and respond on these calls with the fire officers. So like I said, it was a really, really well enjoyed, well packed information wise training. And I do hope that all the other officers, when they get the opportunity, that they take, make the best of the training. Yeah.
Sounds good.
The thing about the medical field, Pascal, is that the medical field, it's always evolving. So even though some of us went through this training before, we welcome additional training in that regard, because for example, the CPR numbers, and today it might be one set of numbers, and then the next 5 years it might change into something else. So it is always evolving. So we have to keep on that level of
Training, yeah.
Where we had ABC, we have CAB. so if you don't know that it has changed and you continue using ABC,
Yeah, you're in trouble.
you could be in some trouble.
Yep.
And
So,
outside of that, the authorities, the schools that would dictate the changes, they recommend continuous training and recertification every 2 years. So we know that in 2 years, our first cohort will be back
We'll be
to
back.
recertify themselves.
Okay.
And the science shows too also that if you don't utilize the skills, the psychomotor memory is gonna go. And so, like Officer Williams alluded to, training in camp to keep the physical fitness that our firefighters need.
Yeah.
Like, I love to look at a firefighter calendar because I'm like,
Hit him again. I told he knows I keep on his case about that. Yeah.
our frontline providers need to be physically and mentally healthy
I know.
in order to face the challenge. Because when you see someone burnt, it's not easy. Just smelling that flesh can trigger stuff inside of you that you never knew you were carrying. And these guys face it all the time. So they need to be mentally prepared and physically
Physically,
prepared. Because
yeah,
I'm gaining weight and I need to know that they'll be able to move me.
You're gaining weight. Where? But yes, I'm on his case about that. The firefighters, they need a gym at the compound.
Yes.
yeah, we have
And he
one.
promised me he's gonna get real equipment because he tell me he have some old buckets with water and stuff out there.
So, of course, we welcome anybody who will be willing to assist. Donation.
I'll see if I have find 2 old dumbbells somewhere. Bring them by.
And if they can't give equipment, maybe they can give their time and expertise.
Yes,
you know,
we welcome that. as
Yeah,
well.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm working on the calendar. I am going to be moving.
Hi! Woo, 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 woo.
2023 starting to look good.
Front page, Mr. January. You're going my birthday.
Okay.
On the 1st of January, I will open the calendar, Mr. January. So
So you ready? I like that. I thought he said he was shy.
Oh,
well,
looking forward to that.
Okay then.
occasional shyness.
Sounds good. Guys, I don't know if we can open the line maybe for a call or two because time is limited. I'm supposed to have an interview at 10. So, anyone they want to give us a call, ask a question or two, 465-2555. You have 2 lovely ladies here who are. What you all again? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
With everything, nurses, nurse educators, facilitators.
Push it back to the. Okay, so we got some time. Okay, that interview has been pushed back, so we got some time. Nice. And we got a call. You got a headphones?
No headphones. We have one.
Just one. Oh boy, that probably got those over there. Yeah.
Officer Williams.
Okay, don't put it down.
You could turn up the.
Don't put it on. Just
No, I was just listening.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So we
Listen
can
to his
at least get a call there. What's that I said? Hello.
Morning to the fire officer. It's a long time I see the fire truck there by the fire station there with it head dog. I want to know what happened to it. If you are looking at parts or whatsoever, because we need a lot of fire truck here.
All right. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that observation. You're the first person we've ever had call and ask about any truck. That truck is under maintenance presently. We're waiting for some parts to have it back on the road. So as soon as we get the parts, we'll have that truck back up, good and running.
That is actually one of our oldest truck that we
Yeah, that truck is 22 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't find that part. We got another call online. ZIZ, hello.
Yeah.
We don't like to eat.
Hello, ZIZ Radio.
Oh, Ronnie.
Yes. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Your phone line is cutting out.
Okay, I could hear you.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Timothy and the workers, good morning, the ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Sonny
Yes,
boy.
man, Sonny boy.
I live in New York, United States. In the schools, they teach the children, especially the higher education, like high school. They teach them all that technique. Do you all have a program to teach the children in school that?
So we can't speak to the Ministry of Education's curriculum, but there are voluntary organizations like the Red Cross Society of St. Kitts and Nevis that do provide training opportunities for community, including children, to learn first aid and life-saving skills. So from a community level, there are provisions made for that.
Okay, well taken. I'm proud to hear that. And you all is getting close to the United States, and I'm grateful for my homeland. Thank you.
All right.
Sonny boy.
Okay, Sonny. Yep. So for the college, it's just students who at the college you all would teach, right?
No.
If a community like wanna, no, okay. So
We have various nursing programs like the bachelor's in nursing degree. We have nursing assistant program. We have the midwifery program, and also we offer various courses to persons of interest. One famous one is our elderly care course that we offer to persons who are interested in taking care of older persons at their homes or institutions. We also offer, during COVID time, we offer a COVID course to the nurses who are actual frontline workers, and any other course that we deem of interest to the public. We organize it, set it up, manage it, and offer it.
well, the public need to hear more about this.
Yes.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Actually, yes.
We have a very vibrant health sciences department under the leadership of Dr. Rondalyn Dennis Bradshaw. We have expanded vision that we would like for the college, but everything takes moolah.
Mullah cheddar, cheesy. Yeah, but I mean, this is something that I think we should know about, and so we're speaking about health and medications, and the fact that you got simulations down there. I mean, that's important.
Maybe you could invite them back on the show.
Yes, definitely. Break out, get her closer to the mic.
For years.
No, we need to know about these things.
Right. For years I passed a place back and forth for years.
And don't know anything.
When I
about-
went in there for the first
Which
time.
side of the wing is it? On the side, when
That's
you're going?
inside.
One opposite
Magnet
Magnet Daycare.
Center.
Just across the road from the Mac.
That building there for years.
Yes.
So how we gonna know
For
that?
the first time I was like,
We're here.
what?
Oh.
I couldn't believe what was happening inside there.
And the kind of simulators that they have, and
Crazy.
the mannequin.
Yes, or simulators. They have names. We do call them by the names.
Yeah.
So they are treated as real life patients. Some of them can talk. Some of them we can check the heart rate, the bowel songs, lung songs. You can get it. We have my famous one, and my lovely one is Sim Mom, which is a pregnant woman. She can give birth. Yes.
Get out of
Set it
here.
up to actually give birth.
We make
Yes.
them bleed, we make them pee.
Yes. Cough.
Cough.
Yeah.
Say
They
no.
can die.
Say yes. We kill them. Yes. So
And this is the first time we're hearing about this, right? This
It's a
is
safe environment
unbelievable.
for persons.
So what's the connection with persons who studying to be a nurse, coming out of college or coming out of high school? Do they go through you, or
Yes. So we are
at what stage do they reach to you guys?
we are the only school in St. Kitts that offers the nursing program, accredited to offer the program, guided by the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, and the Nursing Council, and the University of the West Indies. So if persons have an interest in nursing, we recommend that they come and see us. We can guide them from early to the programs, the courses that they need to take in high school that will allow for easy transition into the nursing program. If they don't meet the requirements for the bachelor's program, then we can advise them towards the assistant nursing program, and then later on they can transition over into this program.
What's the size of your classes?
Well, they vary. It's from about 4, that's our year 4 students, nursing students, we have 4 students, up to year 1, we have up to
16 in year 1 right now.
A nursing program, and a nursing assistant, we have up to 21 students.
Okay.
So it varies depending on the case. And we are hoping to get more, because
Yeah, we definitely need. Yeah, you hear it all the time that there's a need for nurse, especially the male nurses.
Yes, we have a female
And we
nurses.
have a few
We have
male
one.
nurses.
They don't like to hear. They don't like
say.
that terminology, male nurse.
Yes.
Nurse sound like a
Growing
female.
up, traditionally, nurse was more associated with a female. And
Yeah. Well, it's
well, when you hear nurse, you see a female. So you kind of
yeah.
program in your mind. That,
No, you got to reprogram now.
And then the first time a guy came to St. Kitts from overseas, and he said he was a nurse, I was like,
So you're aware that you are now a firefighter nurse.
yeah.
You walk right into that.
Yes, sir.
So you joined the friend who you met. Yeah.
Yeah.
You must give him a call and say, buddy, you guess what?
I'm a nurse.
I'm a nurse. Yes. Hey guys, okay, see we have another caller we've been waiting for. ZIZ Radio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Walk
What's up, my brother?
and Rumpel
Morning.
and your guests that you have there.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I am very glad to hear what I heard this morning, and it should have been a long time coming, right? Being a former firefighter, a retired firefighter, and Timothy and Rome will tell you that the ambulance service, that was my baby, that was at my street, right? As a trained paramedic then, right? So I am glad to hear that these things are happening now. And what I think, they need to get the ambulance back to the fire department, because like one of them said that the ambulance are not just there to assist when we go to the scene, but they are also there to assist themselves if any injury occur, right? To get them out quickly, because time is of the essence when it comes to things like these. So I am glad and hope that they continue the training. Like Roman said, practice, you got to keep at it, otherwise you're going to lose it. So that is my little 2 cents. And not only, in Basia, but I should try to get at the outstation as well. And that's going to take time and take money, but all these stations should at least have an ambulance and have personnel trained. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for your contribution, man.
All right, keep on working.
I like what he said. It's going to take money, but it's also going to take policy change. Because we are implementing higher training for firefighters and our police officers. But what does the policy say about the role that they play with community service as first responders? How far can they go? What does the policy guide as it relates from a legal standpoint for them? We know in countries it's different. It's different in the US, it's different in Canada, it's different in the UK. What does it say for us in the Caribbean region? It's even different in Jamaica, because our firefighters can give this kind of care at a community-based level. When the health centers are closed at 4 p.m., the stations are still open, and if someone is at home and not feeling well, can they access the firefighters to come and do a wellness check on them and be able to give first care or seek the recommend the advanced care for the individual, like checking vital signs. These guys are very expert now at doing vital signs assessment. So, yeah.
That's very important to know,
Yes,
because that's something that the average person would never even think about. Only when there's a blaze or smoke.
That's when they call fire.
They call the fire, yeah. So, or an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accidents.
Yeah, multitasking while doing the vital signs, checking the pulse while looking at the heart rate. And multitasking, man.
He's a nurse now. Yes, well, guys, I don't know what else to say. I'm leaving it up to you now.
If there's anything else to share.
I want to say that they don't only learn about first responders, what they do, but they also gain a valuable skill in use of the computer. Because for some of them, they were doing an online course for the first time. They had to navigate the online platform. We had to teach them or guide them as to how to use them, how to how to access information.
So
But
that's
so
it.
now, if there's an online course available, I think most of them can confidently say that they can pursue that course because they have that additional knowledge.
Oh.
So our program or course was not only to
Yeah.
provide that basic first aid or first responder skills, but also computer skills, communication skills, hand washing, how to do proper hand washing, infection prevention. Yes.
I'm just going to use that opportunity to advise our society out there. Lots of persons have a computer at home, and what do? They go on Facebook, they go on YouTube, and they don't know that the computer is really a window to so many more opportunities.
Yes.
The Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College, in our adult continuing education program, they do offer an information technology course for the adult who has no competencies in utilizing the computer. So get empowered to be better and be a part of this global technological world that is changing.
That is how you are introduced to the computer. That's all.
Yes.
Yes.
It was really a pleasure to work with them.
Definitely.
They made it fun. It was fun for us to teach them
Okay.
because they were enthusiastic every week or every other week. They came all excited to see what we had in store for them.
Yep.
So the simulator champion set up the scene and made it excited and get them to learn. And I think for them, it created a comfortable environment where they can learn and make mistakes. And that's what that whole lab is
Yes,
about.
yes,
So they
yes.
can make the mistake. We treat everybody like they're real patients. So, and then they can speak to them. We can provide the guidance that they need. And eventually,
They got you.
They got you.
12 weeks.
Yes,
Rolling.
12
fun
Rolling
weeks.
12
10
weeks.
fun weeks.
All right, guys. Well, thank them in person again.
I just want to say thanks to you ladies and the other staff as well for the hard work that you guys put into really educating us regarding medical emergencies. And we know that your hard work would not fall short. You know, we would keep our training sharp. We would definitely put into practice whatever you guys taught us. So thank you once again.
You're welcome, and we're happy to know that. And I feel safe in St. Kitts knowing that we have we can respond to emergencies.
Yep, yep.
Let's take it from you.
What I would like to say, I am happy that this is just the beginning of a nice, beautiful relationship between fire department and the college, as we now have some simulations to work on to keep us up to speed. And so this is not, again, this is just the beginning. They will be seeing us quite often. And even if I have to go to the college, I will. So that we have,
Sound like you want to enroll, boy.
so that we get you. Yeah, I will enroll.
You're getting ready for the
I
almanac.
will enroll eventually. Whenever that time comes,
Okay, sounds good.
yeah, so we just really want to thank them for the time.
And what's the name of the institution again?
It's the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College Health Science Division.
Health Science. Health
Division of Health
Science.
Science.
Okay. And
Yeah,
Science.
so we really want to thank them for
Division.
you know, the time and the effort, and they made sure they did not leave us alone until they knew and they were comfortable that we knew and we understood what is it they were teaching. So we are eternally grateful for that.
Okay.
Right, so yeah.
Sounds good.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
I like how they blushing doing. Hard to make ladies blush, you know.
Oh, what?
Rascal, remember the invitation for you to, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Now I know of it, I'm going to talk about it more, even more, because this is something that the country needs to know about. I thought I knew everything. I thought I was newsy. But,
Things evolve quietly.
I'm down in the dumps. I got to see those simulations.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, man, come and get a
Let
nice
us
tour.
know when you want to come so we can set it up for you.
All right. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to bring down the news team and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Do a nice
exposure
story
to the
about
college.
this, because this is hidden. This is definitely hidden.
A hidden gem.
Yes, definitely. So much stuff happening and we don't know. Got to break that out. Guys, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
And
As usual.
I know ZIZ is not just local to St. Kitts and
course not.
Nevis. We are global. So I'm inviting our OECS counterparts, your fire department, your police force, and your defense force can too utilize our services, whether you want to fly us down there for 12 weeks. Or you want to come to us. We are open because we want the world to be a safer place.
Yes, yes.
We want the world to be a safer place. So
I like that invitation. Yes, definitely.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Before we sign up, I just want to say a special shout out to a 12-year-old boy from Nevis. He met me on the road and he said he was so enthused about the program. He always tunes in, and his name is Kevin Hanley. And, he was all just enthused.
That's a future for you.
Yeah.
That's a future for you,
Kevin
man.
Hanley.
Yes, yes. Big up, man, Kevin.
Yeah.
It might just be my replacement.
Kevin.
You can't go nowhere, buddy. Come on.
Eventually, we all have to go somewhere.
Yeah, but you're there for life. It's in your blood, man.
Life ends.
It's in your bones, bro.
Life ends at some point.
The impact will remain.
There you go.
Alright.
Legends never die.
And the legacy lives on. See how much things you're getting from us? Come on, nurse. Hey guys, once again, thanks for coming in and updating the civilians and the citizens about the good works that you guys are doing. Now, becoming nurses. And let them know that you can call you anytime. When the clinics are closed, you can call you to
Policies.
check the heart, just
Yeah,
temperatures, check the heart, the
Of
pulse and stuff like that. You're not ready for sugar testing, is it?
Actually,
Yes, we
They
did.
did
Yeah.
training.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, man.
We nurses, we know, tell you.
I'm telling you. we can't be going about saying we shot the nurses anymore. We're good to go. We're good to go.
Yeah, we will do
Man, that's good, man. That's good. That's good. You're fully. Pay grade is up.
Yeah, man. Can't wait.
Well, thanks, guys. Keep up the
Yeah.
good works, man. Nice to see you guys, and see you soon again. We're here.
All right.
It's all part of the fire department, rescue, and now offering nursing.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world.
Woo! Deals! Hallelujah! It's raining deals! At Quartz! It's raining deals! At Quartz Black Friday! Fridge, stove, beds, and television!